We're on. We're live. We are rocking and rolling. So this evening, you stumbled upon Highly Motivated, the Sunday Smoke Sesh. We are coming to you today from multiple different angles, multiple different channels. We're coming on Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn. This is a lot. That's a lot of different places things are going on right now. So welcome. If you're just now joining me, this is the Sunday Smoke Sesh. And all it is a time for everybody to get together as community and smoke together and talk a little bit and just hang out, because that's what we need to do. Sunday is that great day to look back on the week that we've just completed, that we've accomplished, and like closing a chapter to a week. Well, we're here to talk about it. We're just here to hang out. We're here to manifest incredible energy for the week coming. So I always talk about Sunday being the beginning of the week. Sunday isn't the end of the week. Sunday is the beginning of the week. And I say that because we put a lot of pressure on Monday. For Mondays, we're like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, I've got to begin on a Monday. Don't put pressure on the Monday. It's what you create. It's what you're making out of the Monday. Kind of like on our Friday the 13th show. You are creating Friday the 13th. You're creating the mystery and the lore and maybe even the bad luck that you might experience on that day because of what you're putting into it, the energy that you're carrying around it. Okay, welcome to Highly Motivated Sunday Smoke Sesh. Today we're talking about choosing your adventure. Now, it's all about the adventure books. I don't know if you remember those. You used to read a book, and in the book, you can choose what was going to happen. And depending on the choice that you made, the outcome of the book would change. So that's what we're going to talk about today, how that's life. Life is exactly like the book, like the choices you're making and how it changes. Oh, so I've really gotten used to using my wolf fang. I find it a great way to smoke rosin. Really enjoying it. I can use the cup. There's a cup that it comes with that fits on top, and just boom, boom. Here we go. Let it fill up for me. So today we're just getting together and smoking. I'm showing off some toys. Ooh, somebody did win the Hamilton Starship from last show. We've contacted the winner. We're waiting for them to get back in contact with us and see if we can give out the name. And that's it. That's awesome. We're going to try to do more giveaways. So cheers, everybody. That's a strong hit. That's a serious hit. I'm only smoking rosin. I don't do distillates. And I find when I'm smoking out of the wolf fang and I'm taking a big drink of a hit, very tasty, by the way, very delicious, but I find that it burns through my cart really, really fast, which is okay, but I'm getting such an enormous hit out of it. Oh, we got Mike Gonzo 420 has joined on the Instagram side. How you doing? Welcome to Highly Motivated. I rolled. Here we go. It's right in front of me. I couldn't find them. So this I know because of the bend in the joint. This is like a 1.5, 2 gram doink, doink, and and let me see. We've got let me see. I've got a nice doink there, and then over here I have another one. This is, so there are 2 different strains. I don't know if you can see up close on that. It was gorgeous. It was purple. These are my vegetable wrap papers. I love these things only because they smoke so clean. That's one. This right here is Orange Bowl. Okay, I remember this is Orange Bowl from Goldflower. Orange Bowl is beyond delicious. It is one of the Ricky Williams Heisman 34 strains. Wow. I can't smell it because wrapped inside these vegetable wraps, it doesn't breathe. Once it's pinched off, at the ends, and I like to do a little twist and pinch. So when you do a little twist and pinch, you see that? Nice little twist and pinch right there at the ends. All right, look at that. Twisty pinchies at the end. So in the vegetable paper, there's no smell. I can't smell anything. So I was hoping that I'd be able to tell between the two which one's the orange bowl. But I remember the orange bowl had a little more of a bend in the joint. So that's the one. So this is orange bowl, and this is lemon pastries, also from Gold Flower. And can't smell it. That rosin is so heavy, but it's so good. It's such a delicious, if you're going to vape, and you're going to vape anything, vape a clean, beautiful rosin. And actually, really quickly want to show you this. I've got roll-ups, and I believe I have roll-ups and maybe the Cadillac. No, Super Boof. So Super Boof and roll-ups. So when I talk about beautiful packaging, and I talk about a company caring about how they present themselves, so just really clean. Look at that, just really nice, clean. This is for a vape cartridge. So it shows how well protected the vape cartridge is. And you press the button here on the side, hold it in, and just kind of pull it up a little bit. Here we go. Look at that. That's really cool. Look how well protected that is. So it's not going to get hit. It's not going to get damaged. It's even protecting it from intense heat and temperatures. You take it out. Look at this. And look how beautiful of a product that is. That's rosin, not a distillate. Rosin, remember, there's no chemicals used in the extraction of this product. It's pressure and heat. And in that, you get this gorgeous end result. So here it's protected from the bottom and from the top. So I took off the booty and the hat that it came with that protects the product. This one that we've opened up is Super Boof. Very exciting. Okay, I've got roll-ups over there. All right, we'll try this in just a little while, and we're going to do this one on the Wolfgang, so we get a really nice aromatic hit. Actually, let's try it now. Let's give the Super Boof a quickie puff. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, oh, nice stream. Oh, stinky. Oh, immediately. Yes. Wow. Now this is Super Boof. I've tried a lot of the different strains, a lot of different ways. And when you try it as a rosin, it's more of a concentrated flavor. Yes, citrusy like crazy. Piney, citrusy, very flavorful. And to me, the flavor is one of the number one things. That kicks right in. That says, hey, opens up it's like a vasodilator, opens up the blood vessels, opens up the receptors, and gets you seeing things a little bit differently. That was Super Boof, and that was delicious. Let me just do it so I can smell it a little bit. Okay, rosin. Oh, it's some stinky, wow. Oh, that is some skunky, cheesy stink. I love it. For some reason, when it stinks so good like that, it's healing. It does. Look at right now. I smell it. I'm sitting here. The aroma, it just hits me, and it is delightful. I feel right now, just smelling it and taking that one hit, I already feel a little lifted. I already feel a little funny. So let's take one more hit, and then let's light something up, and let's talk about choosing your own adventure. Let's talk about life as you writing and choosing your own book, your own chapters, your own direction. It's exciting. And again, I do want to reiterate that today it's a show really about nothing. It's a show just about you and about me, about hanging out together. Because if we were hanging out in person, this is exactly what it would be like. We'd be smoking a lot of weed. Okay, here we go. And we'd be talking about aliens probably. Most likely aliens. Or some ancient, like Giorgio. I can't remember the guy's name, Giorgio something, but I'm not saying it's aliens. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Wow, that's super boof. Citrusy, a little piney. It really takes over the entire palate. That's how citrusy super boof is. I mean, incredible. Ho ho ho. Wow, I can feel the excitement behind that. Welcome to Highly Motivated Sunday Smoke Session here on multiple channels, because that's where you're going to find us. I haven't tried this yet. I've tried in the past, and I did smoke a joint of this already, the Orange Bowl. The Orange Bowl, also incredibly citrusy. And on the back end of it, it has one of those weird flavors that at first you're like, oh, that's so powerful, maybe no. And you put it down. But then you're like, shit, you put it back up. You're like, I need that. I was looking for that. I'm excited about that. It's doing something for my system, my mind, my body. So that's Orange Bowl, but we're not going to smoke that one. We're going to smoke the lemon pastries. I called it the lemon pasties earlier. That's not the strain. It's lemon pastries. All right, don't listen to me. Okay, got this one rolled. Excited in the vegetable paper to try lemon pastries. I want to say it was very terpy and sitting around 27%. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I've got the packaging over there, but Okay, here we go. Let me clear something? The rosin is making me cough because it's so heavy, because I'm doing so much of it. Wow. I know it's bad for me, but incredibly delicious. Made me drool. Okay, here we go. So wait, do I have the right one? Now I don't even know if I have the right one, because now they both look like they have the same curve. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Whatever. I'll know. The second I light it up, I'll know if it's the Orange Bowl, because of the incredible stinky orange that, it's got like that skunk orange. Delicious. By the way, if you're curious about the orange or red light on Instagram, I don't really see it on the other stream, but it is kind of red in here. Angie has taken over part of this room as a greenhouse for vegetables and other plants. Nothing citronella. So at least I'm not going to have any mosquitoes in here. But it's a little bright. Gonna mention, just it's a little bright on that side of the room. All right, here we go. Maybe I picked up the Orange Bowl. Hold on, I'll find out. And by the way, you don't have to be a smoker to be watching this show. That's not what it's about. What this show is about is purely just about community. Us getting together, us having a little sesh. And a little sesh means I'm smoking, you could be listening. I'm smoking, you're talking. Whatever it is, that's what this is. No pressure, no idea, no, it has to be a certain thing. We have to talk about exactly this topic, that topic. No. I mention it like this because I want to really, I want to beat it, almost beat it. I want to beat it into people's brains. I want people to understand that we don't have to get together to talk about anything. We shouldn't. Instead, we should be getting together to share the energy of each other. And that is what re-energizes us inside, re-motivates us mentally and physically. We get other ideas from other ideas. We get other energy from other energy. And we share that. We share that with the world around us. And that's what starts to change the overall mood and attitude. I'm a big advocate on changing your story, choosing your path. Coming from a background that's allowed me in life to be able to see the good and the bad. That's allowed me in life to be able to see how the change of mental perspective changes the world around you. And I'm a perfect advocate of that. I had destroyed my own life. I had mentally challenged my own life and my own direction by not believing in myself. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And, you know, I have to say, thank you, Angie. Thank you for helping me understand that believing in oneself is the ultimate goal. It's not about money. It's not about fame or position. It's about the belief in you. When you know the energy that you possess, when you know the magic that you create, this is life-changing. Life-changing. Others believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. And every day I kick myself for not listening. Not listening to Ange a long time ago. Should have listened to her ages ago. Because when I started to believe in myself, you're right, it's about family. And that is also community. Your family is the main base of community. And when I started to see it, long after I was told to already believe in it, but when I started to see it, the world started to change for everyone. But it should have changed a long time ago. I should have believed in me and the ability that I have to bring energy, to bring, to bring happiness, to bring fire to a community. And knowing that I can do that, I'm gonna keep going. Has given me the opportunity to be able to reach now more people in the community, to be able to teach more about cannabis, to share the energy of love and community. Absolutely. It's about family, it's about community, and it's about all those coming together. Look, we're all the same under the leaf. That's what it is. It's simple. We overcomplicate it, but it's simple. We're all the same under the leaf. So, I keep letting this go out, not long enough, and I'm talking right through the whole thing, but it's so smooth. I mean, aroma, it's delicious. I might have to, I may eat one of the buds. I bet it's going to be the most tasty thing ever. I eat my cannabis. I really feel like if you can't eat the weed, you shouldn't smoke it. And that's a big deal. Look, you start eating it, it tastes like shit. Spit it out. Don't smoke it. Look, I'm serious. Don't. But instead, if you eat it and it tastes good, now it's reacting well to your system. Now it's kicking into your system saying, ooh, this works right for my body. Remember, Bruce Lee never smoked a joint, but he ate raw cannabis. Look it up. It's huge. And he used it to help repair the damage that had been done in his stomach. Oh, that's nice. When you could take a good full hit out of a big joint, you're not coughing, it's been cured right. It keeps going out a bit, but it's been cured right. I think it goes out because of the paper. And that's really been my big deal. I think I showed the papers before. It's a vegetable paper and it's thick. It's a thick paper. So it tends to put my joints out very quickly. I wish everybody a beautiful night and thank you for joining me here on multiple channels. Remember, we're coming to you on LinkedIn, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Insta. Oh, smoking and this is not the Orange Bowl because I would be able to taste it. I could taste the Orange Bowl the second I light it. This is the lemon pastries from Goldflower here in Florida. Very nice. I smoked this for all the people who can't smoke. People in the Congo, for example, that where cannabis is a crime that I believe they beat you senseless for. I mean, no, I'm looking like being silly about it, but it's the truth. There are many countries that you can't smoke. So right here in the show, I smoke for those people. Vicariously, they will smell that smoke or feel that high or feel that vibe or feel that energy. That's what we're hoping. Hmm. So we're here. We're going to be talking today about what we are, who we are. This is an educational wing to anybody who's watching, anywhere you're watching us from. I mean, we're talking cannabis, we're talking education, we're talking the furtherment of using cannabis to help heal our body. Now, my mood was kind of low. My energy was low. I didn't smoke before the show. I wanted to make sure that I came to the show with a clear direction, that I wanted to get high on the show. I wanted to get high with the friends here on the show. So for me, the most exciting thing was I'm not getting high until I can start the show with everybody who joins. Howdy, howdy, right here on Instagram. And again, you can also find us restreamed on many different channels. We're talking about changing your story. Look, the point of today's show is realizing that you have the power of creation. You have the power of manifestation. You can sit there and every day you are given the opportunity to recreate everything, to restart the entire book right from the start. I mean, besides birth and all that other crazy stuff in the beginning of anybody's book. Mm. No, I don't want anybody thinking, boy, your topic, you start talking about something and then you'll smoke a little bit and you'll forget what you're saying. And then you'll go off and talk about something else. I'm okay with that. I want to let you know that I'm not putting any pressure on myself or anybody else. You come to the show, we're just coming to smoke. We're just coming to hang out a little bit. So, especially when you're hanging out with somebody and you're talking about something, you're always forgetting what you're saying. But I love the energy of us sharing this together. And I love that we're getting the week started like this, with this energy, with this flow, with this vibe. That's exciting. So to me, definitely, this is how we should be starting the week. With friends, as community, with the right kind of energy. So, okay, I wanted to talk about starting everything like a book, looking at it like a journey. Remember those books you used to read? And in the book, you could choose the direction, like where you're going to go this way, where you're going to go that way. Mm. That is everything we do. Our life is that book. Our life is that simple of a journey where we are reading out to ourselves where we want to go. So I want to mention, this is how we start the week. Wait, sorry, I was about to do more super proof. I'm just thinking about it in the side of my head going, oh. Okay, it was so cheesy. And this is so smooth. Lemon pastries. I talk about the ripple. I just want to mention it really quickly. We're standing in a pond, each one of us. And everything we do ripples out in a direction. When we love ourselves, when we know ourselves, when we trust ourselves, when we know who we are, and we're comfortable with that, and we're happy with that, we don't want more other than giving our energy out. Anybody can do this at any time. You've got to feel good about it and feel authentic about the vibes and the frequency that you're sending out into the universe. What you send out is what you get back. So in this story that we write, in this book that is our life, and the chapters that we choose to read when we read them chooses our adventure. Life is an adventure every single day. It's the perception and how we look at it. So again, it's every day is a new chapter. We create it. We're making it. It's just something we need to realize. We need to be more in control of it. So the pond that we stand in, we push out vibes and frequency. We push out little ripples in our pond. Sometimes big ripples we push out because we're feeling authentically fantastic and we want others to share in that. We get that back. Look, if we're living in darkness, darkness surrounds us. If all we see is dark ahead of us because we're being negative about the future of things, then that's what comes back to us. Instead of trying so hard to be somebody else, just be you. Just be natural with, sorry, there's something floating around me. It's this? It's got to be this. Oh, I thought maybe I'm really, really, really high and there's some shit floating around me. Or maybe I'm really, really, really high. Wow. That is, no, it is. There's something floating. And if you see, okay, it's got to be these papers. Because there's no airflow in here whatsoever. This closet of a room, which has now been taken over, half of it has been hijacked and turned into a nursery for plants, an organic garden of mystery. That's what we're going to go with. I'm just sitting here talking about how we choose the direction of our life. We write the story. And I'm just looking around and there's these little pieces, I thought like little black teardrops, just floating all around me. It could be ghosts. Listen. Okay, wait. I'm not going to talk too much about ghosts and shit like that right now because then I get scared. I live on almost 7 acres, and everything's a sign. Everything is a sign. Look, I was talking about this. Aliens, listen. No, okay. All right, okay. My alien story, or my most recent alien story, which I don't think it was an alien story. I think it was a ship or something taking not a ship. It was a ship. It wasn't an alien story. It was a ship. It was a spaceship taking off from out of Florida. And here on the land, if I look to my easternly direction on the land, kind of right above the tree line, you can actually see when some of the spacecraft take off into out to space. But you can see the trajectory that they take. This was different. This wasn't a normal trajectory. I was outside and and it wasn't quite dark yet. It was starting just starting to get dark. And it was like a thud in the air. Like, what is that? You didn't really hear it, you felt it. And then I looked up in the sky and it looked like the cigar shape of what you would see of a spacecraft. Not alien. I was thinking like Elon Musk or something. But a spacecraft taking off into space. But it's like it turned and just popped through something and another poof, you could feel it. And you look, but I have it, the after effects on video. I'll have to post it and see. This is the BS I was talking about during my podcast. But you could see in the sky the donut shape vortex of some sort that it left behind just for a moment as it started to dissipate. Wow. Now that would be the most recent. Oh, no. Night launches are wild, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't aliens, that one. But I've seen some other crazy things, like driving. Me and Ange were driving back into Texas. I want to say that it was the boy's birthday. And this is many, many, many moons ago. I don't even know how many years ago this would be, because my perception of time and space is a little hazy sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. So in that, we were driving back into Texas. We were in Texas already. I think we were driving into Houston, into downtown Houston, and to our left, and we have a picture of this as well on the camera. So we look to the left, and there's these little lights that are in the sky, just pinpoint lights, and it looks like they're just dropping. It looks like they're just dropping down out of the sky, and we're looking at this, going, "You see what I see?" I'm like, "I see what you see." It was like a musical. Mm, mm. Very nice. So we're sitting there and we're looking at this, and it was we remember it because it was the boy's birthday, many, 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 many moons ago. But we're driving in. We were very clear headed. It was a clear evening, so it's not like we were. And we thought at first it was like flares that were shot up, but they weren't. And then maybe Chinese lanterns. We thought of everything, but it wasn't, because as they fell, they stopped, and it's like they almost made like a check mark. And we got a picture of them in this check mark. And then right after that, boom, 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 they go shooting off into the sky and disappear. And one maybe did like a zigzag and something else. Incredible. I mean, wow. That was probably the most in my face of ever. No, there's been other strange situations. I think I even spoke about it on the show once. The meteor or the asteroid, or I don't even know what to call it. I wish I knew what to call this, but it was life changing. And it was one of those chapters that changed in my life that I feel, as silly as you may think I am, which again, I don't care, but I feel was a quantum shift, was a maybe an I mean, we're in a multiverse of sorts. There are thousands of us, and thousands of us doing the same thing in a slight different variation and in a different reality somewhere. So in that, I feel and that is funny, but no, it was me and the entire family, and we were driving back from an event. It was a backcountry road. We to my left as we were driving. I'm driving in this direction, like like so. I don't know how that even looks in the camera to you, but I'm looking to my left. I'm driving, obviously. I see this behind the trees, because there's an opening behind the trees. There's a big giant lake, and it looked like what looked like almost like a fireball was like just right there, right behind the trees, a big fireball. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, all right, as soon as we see a clearing, we'll stop and look at this. So I was like, as soon as we get to a clearing, we'll stop and we'll look at this. And it was like Earlton, the little town that we were driving through. So there's a spot that opens up. There's like a little Civil War cemetery thingamabobby jig on the right. And on the left, it opens up a white picket fence, a couple of cows, a big area, a nice shot of maybe of the lake in the far distance. But what we saw, we stopped the car, we got out, looking at what looked like a fireball was just barreling directly towards us. And you could feel the light, the heat, the pulse of this, the energy. And it was just barreling at us. And we're all looking at each other. And we looked at this, and then, like, within a blink, it shifted off to the left. What the fuck was that? What was that? I, I feel that was one of those moments that made me look at everything now. Like, okay. In every reality, I imagine things are a little bit different. In every reality, I imagine things are they're the same, but a hair different. Maybe somebody dresses just different colors, different schemes, different vibe. Um, the Monopoly man doesn't wear a monocle or doesn't wear a top hat, or the peanut that dances, he never had a monocle or a top hat or something, or who knows? But in that, reality changed. Well, we got out of the car because there was also another car that parked behind us. We got out to stop and look at this. It was maybe, no, look, maybe it did push me and the entire family into a parallel universe, or maybe just me. I, because the way you feel about things change, the way you eat or taste. I all of a sudden became a vegetarian. We're not a vegetarian, a pescatarian, a pescatarian. I only like to eat fish that eat other fish. I like to keep it combative in my food choices, while still staying, very light. Yeah, whatever. No, I eat meat occasionally, but I don't enjoy it as much anymore since. And there was another situation that happened. Look, I'm telling you, there's wild things. Okay, there was another situation where I was visiting doctors, passing out marketing material, um, in my truck, and I had the stuff in the toolbox in the back of the truck because I had no space in the car anymore, and I had all these boxes of material, kind of like all set up and open. So I'd open up the back of the box of the truck, I'd grab what I need depending on where I'm at, drop it, and then jump out of the back of the truck. And I've done this quite a lot. It was a particular doctor. It was Doc MJ, in Ocala, and that's how I know. And I remember, like, it was the weirdest thing. So I got in the back of the truck, I grabbed what I needed, and as I'm getting out of the back of the truck, my foot got stuck on, like, the back of the truck. And so as I'm falling like this. I'm out of the I fell out of the back of the truck and I'm falling. I felt myself falling. You know when you're fucking falling. You know when I knew I'm about to fucking hit the ground. That was it. It was done. I blinked and I'm standing there holding the material, looking at the back of the truck. And there was no way to explain it. But from that moment, my whole life changed. And maybe things like this have happened for you as well. I'm not trying to freak anybody out. I'm not trying to be like extra high. But, and I probably should have talked about this on the Friday the 13th show, where we gave away the Hamilton Starship. Can't wait to tell you who won. Okay. But those two instances specifically, my life changed. It's not like I chose to rewrite my book or rewrite my story in that way. It's like I didn't make that as a choice. That was made for me, or I was pushed in to another universe, another multiverse, another dimension, another me, but a little different. I think a little sexier. But no. I think I shrank. I used to be taller. I swear I was taller in another dimension. All joking aside, and laughter helps me digest the almost impossible information. I did an episode many moons ago about the impossible being possible. What we think it could not even happen. We are living in a time and in a state of matter and life and energy that we've never been in before. We are forging entirely new paths right now. And the impossible becomes possible. I mean, they just put together Einstein's theory and another fantastic gravitational theory as well. I can't think right now, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It was recently in the news, in some sciencey shit. Mm. Yeah. You were blonde in a multiverse. And that's the thing. I really feel these situations and these kind of things have happened, and maybe we haven't noticed all the time. Maybe maybe we were, it was like deja vu, or maybe it just didn't click that something like that could happen because we weren't thinking deep enough within that kind of a realm. But could one, maybe that entity of me died. I don't like to think any part of me has died. I'm so vain as to think I will live forever. I will not. I understand. I know. I'm just, maybe digitally. I'm just, any billionaires want to do a digital project. When I'm about to physically die, then yes, I'm in for some shit. But until then, no, I'm very healthy. Let's keep it that way. But I'm just saying, I think, yes, I feel like it will. I feel like it will. Our energy is what lives on. We are energy. We cannot be created, nor can we be destroyed. We are energy. We created the reality that we live in right now. That's what I feel like. I feel like that we are all super quantum computers. And in that, before anything had a physicality to it, we were just this ball of community energy that was living and forming. And I know it's deep shit, but in that, we wanted some kind of physical nature, physical reality. So within that physical want of reality, we boomed into many different big bangs, many different options of reality that we are each living individually and processing together and individually. We are individual super quantum computers that feed back to the greater need, the greater understanding, the need to understand the fabric of space and time. I don't freaking know. I know that our bodies are, they are, I guess they're soul taxis, because we are organic right now, but inside the organic, what's controlling this automobile would be the energy, the soul, whatever the hell you want to call it. Who gives a shit? Hmm. The more of this I smoke, I think the better this conversation's going to get. Actually, this one keeps putting itself out, so we might have to light the other one. Just, I don't know. This has got me high. I'm not going to lie. This and the super boof, doing it like this. Here, just do a quickie. Oh, I got to turn it back on. So before I turn this on, before I get really, really high, we could. And that's the energy of the body. But when you realize that you are energy, I know I can go on and on and on. But when you realize you are energy, then you realize you create the day ahead of you. You create the week, the month, the year, the lifetime. Your energy shapes where it's going to go by you choosing. And it starts with a good mood. It starts with some people hate when I say positivity, but it's a positive forward motion. Maybe not. I'm not Mr. Positive. I could be a little negative, Nelly, sometimes, but I'm enthusiastic about life and I'm enthusiastic about the outcome of things. So maybe not the most positive man, but where the fuck that came from. Maybe not the most positive guy, but enthusiastic that you can do anything. So knowing that in the long run, wow, that's when we start talking about choosing your own adventure. Life is an adventure. Work can become an adventure. Driving can become an adventure, especially driving here in Florida. It's like some people have given up, and they're going to take as many with them as humanly possible. Just the retired people, not all. No, just joking. Only those on really serious medication. Yeah, it's a problem here. Probably can do a whole segment on that. No, I'm joking. Um, it's all about creationism. It's all about manifestation. And manifestation doesn't necessarily mean it's magic and it's unattainable. You have to already think you've won before you've won. You have to already think that you've attained the grand vehicle that you want, if that's what you want, or the boat, if that's what you want, or a plane, or a big, beautiful house. If that's your trophy, you have to already envision that. You have to see that. You have to manifest it. I've heard it in different speeches and talks that you have to write down all the things you want. You know, you have to put them in your cart like you've already bought them. You have to put your life into the direction you want it to be. So if that's what you're looking to get, if you want to put yourself at a higher level of want and getting back, that's the first thing to do. You have to see it. You have to already see it. Look, when I walk into a big room, now I'm going to give a talk, and look, I'll tell you my secret here. I'm unprepared. I'm unprepared because I don't write down what I'm going to say. I'm unprepared because I don't assume how the crowd is going to be. I am unprepared because I want to approach it with an open mind. And I come to every seminar or event or any time I'm doing a speaky speaks. I just walk in and I say, hey, my name's Oren, and we're here to talk about cannabis. And that's where we start. And I try to feel the energy of the crowd, the energy of where I'm at, but I go in educated. I go in understanding my topic, maybe not prepared for the crowd, but I like to live by the seat of my pants. I like the excitement and energy of walking into a crowd like that, full of vibe. And I don't even know what the hell I was talking about now. And that's fantastic. Let me just do another super boof here. Maybe it'll come back to me. It's about creationism. Anyways, it's about seeing it. And it's about creating it then. Not just do you see it, now you have to put the damn pieces together. Now you have to line everything up so it works for you. And you have to work it. It doesn't mean you can't work hard. Working hard is the number one trick. That's the trick. Every day you have to get up and work hard. And things come back as long as you continue to work hard. I mean, if that's a trick, I don't know what the hell, you know. Oh, I still haven't turned it on. Yeah, I'm going to sleep well this evening. I will sleep well after this show. I will sit and pretend to binge one show out of a series and fall asleep, and then get up and go, what happened? I've missed everything. I'm going to have to start over again. You know how many times I've watched this thing from the beginning? Okay. There we go. Super boof. And it's very citrusy. A little piney, a little citrusy. Wait. I'm going to give you more of a flavor profile than that. Lemony, citrusy, piney. Really nice though. Really bring. I would think with some of those flavors that hits in the back of my tongue like a tangerine, almost a lime that takes over the entire palate. Okay. That really changes the mental mood for me. I think the last joint was getting me a little almost racy. I can't remember which one I was smoking now. Let's see, it wasn't the orange bowl. It was the. See, this is when you know you're high. that you can't remember what you lit up, but at least I told you what it was earlier. So that's good enough. I don't need to remember right now. I'll remember later. It was something new and delicious. Lemon pastries. Oh my God. I thought I was having like an old person moment or like a brain fart. I was thinking to myself, it wasn't that long ago. You were just smoking this. Wow. And I want to let you know, I manifest my next day this way. I've already been thinking about my day while getting high today with you on the show. In my head, I've been like listing out my pathways, where I'm going to be going, who I'm going to be talking to. And it's exciting this way because I'm putting it together almost like it's an adventure, like it's a journey. So that's kind of where I'm going. That's that's the path that I'm on every Sunday. This smoke sesh is our opportunity to get together, say hey, how you doing? And smoke a joint. And I'm not done with this one yet, so we're still here chit-chatting. Thank you everybody for joining me wherever you're joining me from. Uh, Really, the only downside to these papers is it's just sometimes hard to keep them lit. And now, unless I'm really high, not now, I don't see it, but those little pieces that were flying around earlier kind of threw me for a loop. But okay, I do need to get my eyes checked. I hope everybody is creating a beautiful week ahead of them. That's what I'm really excited about. So I'm sending out energy, hoping that you're manifesting and creating kindness. That's all I ask. Bring 10% kindness into whatever you do. Mm. Sunday sesh, highly motivated. Smoking some gold flower, which if you have not tried them yet, I tell now everybody to try them. I really promote them very heavily because I believe in organic flower. I believe in hand trim. I believe in living soil. For me, those things are essential. Organics are nada. If it's not organic, I don't want to smoke it. If I can't eat it, I can't smoke it. I want to make a t-shirt. If I can't, no. No, no. I imagine if I do that, that could be misconstrued. If I can't eat it, I can't smoke it. I don't know. I guess it's not so bad. Is it? Is it bad? That's bad. Let me know. Somebody let me know. Somebody send me a message there and let me know if that's bad. If that seems bad. I don't know. I should. Hold on. Ange, you still up? No, you are. All right. Does this sound bad? If I can't eat it, I can't smoke it. Or would that be like I'm a pit barbecue person or something? It doesn't seem too dirty, does it? Maybe. Okay. Thank you. So, not really. Not really. Okay. So or if I can't, whatever, I'm gonna find a variation of it. If I can't eat it, don't smoke it, and that should be probably the way we are looking at our flower. Mm. Simplicity. For me, I'm looking at the simplicity of things and the simplicity of cannabis. I love to talk about how we can use it differently. For example, these strains that I've been using this evening, I've been using them to actually calm my back pain. I've been using these specific strains to center and balance my energies. And sometimes it can take a little while. I mean, I was trying a few different things, and every time I try to super boof it, it sends me on a haywire ride. But it's nice. It's not like being thrown out of nowhere. So tonight we were talking about, just making sure that's clear. We were talking about choosing your path, choosing your adventure. That's exactly what we did here tonight. We just chose our path, our adventure, our chit chat, here we go. Let me just try that again. Our get together of community. That's what we're doing this evening. Nothing special. No, it's supposed to be this or it's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be nothing. It's supposed to be this. And I've really been sitting here just enjoying some really lovely smoke. The gold flower smoke. Lemon pastries. Oh my God. You know something? My brain is a little la-la with this one. It has kind of sent me on quite a trip, but still enjoying it. Very relaxing and really centered out my pain receptors, which was a big deal. And that's one of the big deals I was looking at tonight. When I talk about eating cannabis, I'm not just joking. I'm not just being funny. I'm not just saying, hey, if you can't eat it, you can't smoke it. If you can't eat it, you shouldn't make tea from it. Cannabis is a superfood. So the reason I say about eating your weed, you can taste things that shouldn't be there. You can taste things that are either fertilizers or pesticides or anything they might have put in it during the growing process. So when you're eating it, you could taste those things when you know what to look for. Not just that. There are I'm not going to say who, but there are providers out there that are spraying their cannabis after it's been tested. And that's a big accusation. And I'm not going to sit here and just say it. Yes, I am. I just did. Uh, uh, I mean, look, by eating the cannabis, it tells you a lot of different things. And by being able to test the cannabis after the fact, it tells you a lot of things. But then people can always point a finger at you saying, hey, you have a closed testing facility, or you're doing it this way or that way. You're choosing specific batches. I was actually, it was by chance. And that's what fell me upon this very dark rabbit hole that I have not jumped into. And I'm kind of waiting for somebody else out in the industry to, for example, the recent kerfuffle. You like that one? The recent kerfuffle with Fluent. Oh, I don't even know if I should talk about that, but it's all over Reddit. So if you want to know, go look on Reddit. Wow, this is a clusterfuck. If Fluent had ever seen one, I mean, when I did a top 10 pre rolls, and Fluent happened to land at the bottom of the rung. Some of the most disgusting flour I think I've ever eaten, smoked. Uh, I was so disappointed on so many different levels. But I didn't waste people's time with my disgust. I just put the ones that are on the bottom, and the bottom three really they belong there. The bottom three all belong in the very bottom. So, but Fluent recently on Reddit had some of the growers posting pictures and video of what's going on inside the grow house. Wow. And what is going on with the flour that they are selling. This is frightening. I I can't believe any company would actually do that to try to make a profit without taking care of the problem and offering a good, organic, natural product. I, that's the only company I'm calling out right now for bad practices, only because of what I've seen on Reddit. Now, is everything on Reddit true? It's come from different sources and different pictures. Um, I think I really think this is an opportunity for Fluent to jump in and either clean house or just redesign their whole flower. I mean, when we're entering into a recreational market, and if we don't go there, and even if we do, People want quality. And when there's so many different choices to choose from, you upset a customer once in a recreational market, they don't come back. You get one chance. You get one chance in a recreational market really to keep them happy. I mean, you got to get them in 3 times, 4 times before they're going to stick with you. 4 times before they want to come back all the time because this is their home store. But other than that, you've got to battle for that customer with quality, with ingenuity, with great product lines and education. But that's something the recreational market lacks is the education. Twice I was brought into the recreational market to try to help it out and see where education can help a customer base. But recreational looks at immediate results. They don't see it takes 3 months, 3 months to make insane changes company wide. But they want to see it in numbers, not people and vibe and passion, because that's what brings the numbers is the people, the vibe, and the passion. That's how it is. But it takes more. And of course it takes community. The community chooses when it comes to cannabis. I think that's a big deal. I think that is something a lot of people don't realize, that you look at cannabis and it's about, number one, it's about choice. Number two, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's it. See? That easy, that simple. It's all about creationism. I'm choosing my path. I'm choosing my direction. I'm going to choose what I'm talking about. Even if I forget what I'm talking about while I'm talking about it. Wow. Lemon pastries. You forget what you're talking about while you're talking about it. Damn. Sunday smoke sesh. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I am highly motivated now. Highly motivated for the week ahead. I feel like a flutter behind my eyeballs. That's how high I am right now. That's one joint. And, well, okay. Granted, and the help of Super Boof, you know. Oh, is it not? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a big hit. I mean, when you're doing it in the cup, that's a really big hit. Because when you do that in the cup, I can suck in, I think, a decent amount. But when you fill up one of these, that's insane. That's not even a normal hit. And I'm taking it there, and I coughed. You can't help but cough. That's such an insane amount that you're taking into your system at one time. Wow. And that's rosin I'm smoking, by the way. In the wolf thing, there we go, this thing. But I seem to quite enjoy it without the vaporizer cup. It makes me cough. It's just too big of a hit. But like this, like it's just too big of a hit. But like this, it's controllable. Like this, it can be quite enjoyable. Just saying. All right. So it's Sunday. This is going to help me sleep this evening. When we're done with our little chit chat, our little podcast tonight, our motivational session together, our smoke session on a Sunday, when we're done, I'm done. I think I'm going to pass out and get ready for an early day tomorrow. I say that, but I'm probably going to have to still play video games with my daughter for an hour. And get ready mentally. Throw some clothes out. Be prepared before tomorrow surprises you. Be prepared before the sun comes up. Have a plan, but live by the seat of your pants. Anthony Bourdain really, he pushed living by the seat of your pants. But he's a man who lived with intention. He intentionally did everything with passion, with purpose, with direction. Everything Anthony Bourdain did, there was a reason behind it. So everything, even though it was by the seat of his pants, he did live. And he lived. But he intentionally lived that way. He intentionally created adventure and journey around him. I loved his cooking style. I loved his travel, talking, drinking style, um, because he lived in the now. He had trouble and he had pain and he had issues around him. Dragging them with him, he knew would never help him. He knew carrying everything on his shoulders and the bags that he was dragging behind him and the anger and the pain, the frustration, and it was there. But we didn't see it like that. So many, we're viewers. We are fans. How do you see the pain in somebody like that in the short amount of space that you get to watch them? You don't. But instead of carrying it, he dropped it everywhere he went. He knew it was there. He knew he had to deal with it, but he lived in the now. He loved in the now. He smelled and tasted and danced and drank in the now. That to me is one of the most exciting parts of life. It's learning how to live now, right now, not thinking about the past, not dwelling on the past, not carrying that past into everything that we're creating right now. Because when you live in the now, you can create properly. You can manifest properly because you're not doing it from anger. You're not doing it from frustration. You're doing it with a clear mind. You're doing it with the enjoyment of right now. Right now, I'm getting silence. Right now, I'm getting an even peace. And I enjoy that. I take that in. I let that become for a moment and realize it's only for the moment. I'm living right now. I am thinking a little future about cheesecake uh, with some chocolate syrup on it. And cheesecake for sure. Maybe a little bit of ice cream. No, no ice cream. No ice cream. Maybe. I'm so bad. So even when I smoke sativas, now when you smoke sativas, usually you shouldn't get the munchies. You shouldn't. You get hungry for specific things. I get hungry for sweet. Everything's sweet. So I don't know if that gives me the sweets munchies, but that's what I get hungry for is everything sweet, but chocolate and cheesecake. And like a chocolate cheesecake milkshake would be just genius. I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe some toffee pieces in there. Okay, just I don't know. We started talking about living right now, and then cheesecake popped into my mind. Like, to live in the now would to be able to sleep on a bed of cheesecake. And as you sleep there, just reach over, cheesecake. These are the things that Oren thinks about. Don't hold it against me, people. Don't hold my thoughts of cheesecake and strangeness like that. But thank you for joining me. Highly motivated while I talk about cheesecake. Or the thought, just keep mentioning it. I know. And as I mention it, others might be hungry for it as well. And it happens. So I'll shut up about it. Smoking some very nice blah, 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 because that's how I feel. I was able to talk this evening. I was ready. I was like, hey, we're going to talk about the manifestation of new days, of creating your life, positively already thinking you've won, positively thinking you've already achieved the things that you're wanting to achieve while you're working to make it there. Putting yourself in that mental attitude changes the world around you. Tried putting myself in a nice positive mental attitude and I'm feeling a bit like a giddy schoolgirl. Oh, is it coming apart? Oh, it is. Just gonna put that back together and let that sit and rest a bit. But it's just a roach, so I can take it apart and put it in a pipe. This is Orange Bowl. I'm gonna smoke that later. we'll smoke it later. We'll do this. Okay. So, I really do look at life as an adventure. The people I'm going to speak with, I don't know who. I'm going to meet new people all the time, and for me, that's part of the beauty of it. You're gonna be able to reach new souls. You're gonna be able to help educate about cannabis, and that's what I do during the day. You're gonna be able to help educate people about the paths of cannabis and teach them the proper way to use their medication in medical applications. For example, if you're using a balm for your arm. Now, a lot of people tell me they'll put the balm onto their arm like they have arthritis, or they have terrible nerve pains right over here. Well, the thing is, if they're just going to slap it on and quickly go like this and be like, I don't know why it's not working. Ethel, I don't know what is this. How can a cup in me? I've got pain the whole time and it smells funny now. The trick is, sorry for the whole acting behind it, whatever. You take any product, a THC balm, and you're going to rub it in until the skin warms up. And as you're rubbing it in and as the skin's warming up really nice, the pores are opening up. And it's now allowing the medication to get deeper, to get, dare I say it, more transdermal. So now it can sit there deeper, maybe into those pre-fatty cells, not getting into the bloodstream. It just cannot get into the bloodstream from here. If it does, it's highly diluted through the skin and through how and how it's absorbed into the body. But when I say that, you rub it in until the skin warms up. Now that opens things up. Now it makes the magic happen. Now the medication and the THC can start bonding to the fats. Now it's starting to work. Not just slapping a product on. Not that you're using the wrong product. It just maybe means you're using it in the wrong way. That's it. Look, I teach people to make tea from cannabis using raw flower, this right here. I mean, this would be enough for tea. This joint would be probably the exact amount I break up if I'm making tea. And that's it. I break up this amount. I'll get a loose leaf tea blend and, a little more, maybe about that amount as well. Some fresh ginger, some local honey, but I put that in afterwards, and that's really for the flavor. For some reason, once it's all brewed together with the ginger and the this, I mean, it's an acquired taste, but delicious. A loose leaf tea blend like with hibiscus and elderberry, very refreshing, very revitalizing for the skin, the cells, the body. So there's so much magic going on when you're making tea. You're dealing with things like CBG, A, in her acidic form. So that's another magical item that happens where it's directly attaching to your neural receptors. So I'm just saying, very beneficial in different ways. Not always do I smoke it. I might eat it raw. Usually I'll do it in a green tea. So I'll do a lovely like green tea and I'll break down the cannabis in a green tea. Oh, there was chats and I didn't even see it. I feel silly. Well, I see some here. Oh, fantastic. I see cheers. Well, cheers, absolutely. Cheers to you as well. Fantastic. Thank you for joining us on the Highly Motivated Sunday Smoke Sesh. Yes, thank you all. Cheers. All right. Fantastic. See, I felt like I missed something. I got to see it. There we go. I enjoy this. This is a great time just to chit chat, just to hope everybody's having a great week and hope you have great energy. Remember, kindness is a big deal. Remember, live your life as well. Think about these people like, put your life in their shoes for a moment. Every person you see for that millisecond of meeting them or seeing them or shaking their hands or wishing them good morning, for that millisecond, look at them and put yourself in their shoes. Live their life for just that millisecond and understand that everybody is going through something. Everybody needs that extra compassion. Everybody needs that a little extra love, a little extra understanding, a little extra kindness. So that's really it. Just approach life, approach tomorrow as a new, beautiful, amazing, magical day. Because I looked at Friday the 13th as a magical day. I looked at Friday the 13th as a grand, beautiful day of manifestation where I wasn't thinking that I didn't want bad things to happen. I just wasn't putting energy into the the lore of it. I wasn't putting really energy, even though we talked about it, it doesn't matter. The whole day leading up, I really didn't put any energy into thinking about the lore of it. Even though it was also my mom's birthday, even though this year, Friday the 13th, will be my birthday. I don't know in signs, but I believe in signs. And there's a lot of signs going on this year. And this year it's a big birthday as well. So I I'm really hoping they continue to manifest in great directions. Um, and nothing auspicious or I don't know any other words. My brain stopped again. Nothing mysterious, nothing too crazy. But if you believe in numerology and the signs and the you know the signs, oh god, I can't. I'm sitting here. It's that wow. Whatever combination I'm doing over here, it's like a mind eraser. I feel alert. I feel very energetic. I feel very bouncy and I want to do some shit, but I can't hold a thought to save my life. That's the way you want to end the week and begin the week. It's ending and beginning the week. I mean, that's just how it is. We have ended the week today and begun the new week all within the same day. That's it. That's what's happening. I'm highly motivated. We're going to leave you as I enjoy some super boof. Was I clogged? No, it was clogged. Wait.